When we discuss innovation in Asia or the rise of ecosystem thinking, we immediately think of what takes place in China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. When Roger visited Korea in the summer of 2019, he not only met a vibrant insurtech community, but also experienced that ecosystem thinking is at the core of the large Korean corporations. He, among others, spoke to Richard Moon, the head of Open Innovation Division at Hanwha Life. Hanwha is one of the largest diversified conglomerates. Richard had invited Roger to meet at Dream Plus in the famous Gangnam district. And it turned out that Dream Plus Gangnam is just of the many innovative initiatives of Hanwha Life. Now, a year later, Roger invited Richard to share more about his vision on ecosystems and open innovation here at DIA Primetime. And we're very pleased Richard accepted our invitation.
Thank you for joining us here at DIA Primetime, Richard, and good to see you again. When we met last year, I wasn't only astonished by innovation Gangnam style, but also by the size and diversity of all the activities of Hanwha. It's not just insurance, but also chemicals, aerospace. Hanwha's construction division is building the largest dome in the world and even an entire city. And they also own theme parks. So can you tell me a bit more about what ties the group together?
Hanwha Group is a kind of Korean conglomerate. So our business span across manufacturing business, leisure and service, and financial industry. Under manufacturing business, Hanwha Group's recent focus is on clean energy, including solar. Under Hanwha Group, we have also leisure and service businesses, including golf club, resort, hotel, department store, and others. Let's say when we develop a solar farm, Hanwha Life can participate as a financial investor. And also, when Hanwha Life wants to provide some lifestyle services to our customers, we can communicate with our hotel or leisure services very closely to provide holistic lifestyle services.
When we met in Seoul, you told me that during your career, you worked across different divisions within Hanwha.
Yes, right. So whenever I introduce Hanwha Group, it reminds me of my whole career in Hanwha Group. So I started my business career at Hanwha Corporation, which is manufacturing. Then I worked for Hanwha System, which is information technology integrating services. Since I joined the Hanwha Life, I worked as alternative investment function and overseas offices. Finally, I came back to Korea in 2011. After that, I'm working for Open Innovation.
Looking at your career, I can imagine that cross-border thinking beyond the boundaries of insurance, is sort of part of your DNA, and it so much fits with Open Innovation.
Personally, it is really good opportunity, as you mentioned, leveraging all my experience from manufacturing, IT service, and financial industry. Whenever we meet potential partners, we need some imaginary powers. If you understand all the different industries, you can easily communicate with any other partners. As a head of Hanwha Life's Open Innovation Division, I really want to develop our new business, converging all different technology and ideas. So my vision is to renovate our insurance business to a solution provider.
Let's take a look at a few initiatives that already make this tangible. I really like that broader perspective. I think it really taps into the customer needs of the future. Now, what we see is that many companies are exploring open innovation, but also find it extremely difficult to make it part of the way of working. So what are, in your view, the success factors of open innovation?
First, you need a really strong internal commitment to innovation. If you don't have your commitment, you cannot move forward. The Hanwha Group's two core values are trust and loyalty. So whenever we make a decision, we consider whether it improves our trust or it harms our trust. So this kind of trust will make it possible for you to work with other partners, especially in Korea. Large conglomerate like Samsung, Hyundai, SK. Samsung has a life insurance, electronics, chemicals, etc., service and finance as well. Hyundai Motors, they have a automaking business, but they still have a financial industries, financial business such as securities. So each conglomerate is a potential competitor to others. But under Dream Plus, we made it possible.
Okay, let's first take a look at Dream Plus.
Hanwha Dream Plus, which is an accelerator involved in the entire lifestyle-related areas, including fintech, blockchain, F&B, goods, healthcare, education, and IoT, providing support to youth, startups, and the self-employed to create business and get a job. Hanwha Dream Plus creates a network by establishing a global connectivity base, so companies and startups are given an opportunity for open innovation and rapid growth. Dream Plus Gangnam was established in April. It is a networking hub with 10 floors of office spaces and 5 floors of shared working spaces. It offers distinctive advantages resulting from the combination of collaborative and acceleration programs. The office space houses 4 different types of design in consideration of the startups and their industries. The shared working space can be used freely by tenants at the center. The shared working space is composed of the Digital Media Center, where anyone can create and edit video content, a library for quiet research or leisure reading, a business lounge and meeting rooms for various meetings, a social enterprise cafe offering discounts for tenants, and a lobby with an outdoor deck. And finally, an event hall that seats more than 200 people.
What I found astonishing is that although everyone knows that Dream Plus is started by Hanwha, it really evokes open innovation, because also even competitors participate. So how do you make that possible?
Because we have built a trust and neutral position for by helping entrepreneurs grow their business neutrally. So when you visit our Dream Plus Center, I believe you can remember there is no trademark or logo of Hanwha or Hanwha Group. So that's another way how we position ourselves as some neutral open innovation hub, not just some from Hanwha Group.
Yeah, I can still remember that. I think that I even asked you, hey, there's no Hanwha sign here. So we just saw the video, but can you tell a bit more about Dream Plus?
Yes, when we started our Dream Plus in 2014, it was our CSR program to help young entrepreneurs grow their business. The most valuable experience while they were with us was to work with us. So they could make some track record, and then they can go to market with those technologies. So after we ran a couple of fintech dedicated programs, we planned our Dream Plus Gangnam Center in 2018. It is in the heart of Seoul's. So we call Gangnam area the Silicon Valley of Korea. So there are so many startups in Gangnam Center. we thought, wow, if we can create real open innovation hub where all possible players can work together, not only Hanwha Life or startups, but also other conglomerate investors, government, all together, it could be much better. Thanks to our long-term endeavor to build up trust and neutral image, I think it was possible to open our Dream Plus Gangnam Center in 2018. So when we opened our Dream Plus Gangnam Center, it was already a kind of open innovation hub with everybody all together in the same center.
Yes, I noticed that among Dream Plus partners, there are also one of the largest banks in Korea, Hyundai, another diversified conglomerate, big pharma company Bayer, and even the renowned social media platform TikTok. But the wide variety, the openness, also reflects in the wide variety of startups that are based in Dream Plus Gangnam. I saw quite a few who do not seem to be related to insurance at all.
Yes, one company is making metrics. We really want to build a long-term relationship with those players. So right now, we don't have any collaboration project with the matrix maker. But as you mentioned, in the long run, if we build up a healthcare ecosystem for our insurance customers, we can collaborate with the matrix maker as well. So most of them are not currently working with Hanwha Life as of today, but we believe this relationship will help Hanwha Life build up long-term ecosystem, and in the long run, we will create some opportunities to work together. In Dream Plus Gangnam Center, we have over 100 companies, including startups, investors, and large conglomerate. So they have almost 2,000 employees in Dream Plus Gangnam Center. Dream Plus FinTech Center has different programs. When we see some potential collaboration projects, we contact our partners. So if they agree some kind of a proof of concept project or collaboration project, we invite them to our FinTech Center and allow them to stay 6 months or 12 months for the collaboration project. Right now, we have 3 companies collaborating with Hanwha Life.
Whoa, over 100 companies and no less than 30 working with Hanwha Life. So what explains the success of Dream Plus?
As I explained, we want to build up long-term ecosystem, not short-term success or sales increase or customer acquisition. So this year, our target was to increase our partnership, not to make revenue or make profit. To build up open innovation system, it is really important to create a kind of a win-win model or mutually beneficiary relationship. Most players, like most insurance or financial companies who run this kind of open innovation center, they want to solve their problem. So it is really difficult to build up this kind of long-term relationship. In the long term, we have to contribute to our company's bottom line, financial performance. So next year, we are trying to change our performance index to how many customers we make through partnership, or how much new revenue we create with the innovative services or products. So step by step, we will change our performance index, but it will not compel us to pursue our own profit. We will pursue, even if we set our performance index like revenue or customer, still we will pursue mutually beneficiary relationship.
Yeah, I think that really makes a lot of sense. This will perhaps also introduce new challenges to create effective collaboration between the parent company and a startup. It's often difficult to make that really work. So how do you cope with that?
Internal commitment to innovation is the most important thing. Our team, Dream Plus team, help internal partners and external partners to work together. If they don't have a commitment or they don't have an intention to work together, we cannot make it possible. So first, we need to find the internal colleagues who are eager to work with the external partners like startups or even other conglomerates as well. Then we design collaboration program which can be beneficial to each other. It's still challenging and demanding, but if you don't hurry or if you are not frustrated still, you can make it step by step. So that's the reason why I always say it's really long-term, long shot, not just a short-term goal.
Now, apart from Gangnam, Dream Plus also has activities in San Francisco and in Fukuoka in Japan.
While we work with domestic startups, we saw some potential for them to grow overseas. Also, we see lots of other global financial companies are working together with the technology companies as well. Let's say US insurance company is working with Apple and Chinese insurance company is working with Tencent. So we thought if we open our overseas offices, we can help Korean startups to explore a global market. At the same time, we can sense global trend and we can find global partners who are willing to help Hanwha Life innovate ourselves or who are willing to expand their business to Korea or Asia. So different from Gangnam Center, our overseas offices in Fukuoka, Japan, San Francisco, US, and Beijing in China, they are really small business having just 3 or 4 colleagues who are helping Korean startups to go abroad or global players to come to Asia. Our overseas plan is to open our Dream Plus Center in Vietnam and Indonesia, possibly Singapore and Israel. Vietnam and Indonesia, we have a life insurance there, so our overseas entities, life insurance business also need innovative partners to grow their business in each country. The reason why we are considering Singapore and Israel is the same reason why we are operating in San Francisco and Fukuoka. So first, we want to help Korean players to go abroad, and second, we want to invite global players to Asia.
You mentioned that in the Dream Plus context, you're even working together with your biggest competitors. So would you consider working together with other insurance companies as well? For instance, carriers from Europe or from the US?
Actually, I think we can collaborate with other insurance companies in different countries. Let's say the reason why Hanwha Life can accommodate this kind of open innovation center called Dream Plus is we are a life insurance company. So we invest in real estate, private equity, and venture capital. If we leverage these assets, we can easily build up open innovation ecosystem as a life insurance company. The reason why life insurance companies are capable of, and while others are not, is we are a life insurance company to invest in long-term assets. So these long-term assets can be used for our innovation. And if we find like Germany insurance company who already built up similar open innovation ecosystem, we can easily connect with each other. So let's build up each country's innovation ecosystem all together and then connect with each other.
So an open invitation for open innovation. Thank you very much, Richard. Very inspiring.
Yes. Thank you, Roger.